Hi guys, welcome to the last instalment of Little People Big Dreams on our lead up to half term. You guys have done an amazing job this term with your reading and listening to the class readers. We've had lots of views, plus I've been really excited to hear about all the different books that you've been reading at home too. So keep it up guys and have a lovely half term if I don't speak to you, but I'll try and speak to most of you. Okay, so this last person that we're going to be talking about is a famous artist, female artist, because that has been our theme. And her name was Freda Kahlo. So Freda Kahlo, here she is here, was born and raised in Mexico. Now, a lot of you would have heard of Mexico. What we're going to do is, and what I'm going to do quickly, is show you where Mexico is in the world, just to give you a bit of context. So if we look over here, you can see that Mexico is just below the United States of America and in between South America. So it's in an area called Central America. It's a very big country, Mexico. It's filled with lots of different geographical areas. It's got lots of wildlife, but the Mexican culture is a very colourful and interesting culture. I hope all of you guys will really enjoy learning about. So, Freda Kahlo. Freda was born in Mexico. Just by looking at her, you could see that she was special. When she was at school, she got really sick. The illness made her skinny as a rake. As you can see, she's got a brace on her leg here. Poor Freda. But Freda didn't complain. She was different. She liked to dress differently too. There he is. Here she is here. She's not dressed like a normal girl in those days. Then one day a bus Freda was riding crashed into a car. Life as she knew it changed forever. And here, poor Freda is injured on the floor with blood around her. After her accident, Freda had to rest in bed. To help the hours pass, she'd draw pictures of her foot. Then, even though she was still in pain, Freda decided to draw self-portraits using a mirror. Wow, look at this. She's lying in bed still, and she's painting using a mirror onto this canvas here. Painting by painting, Freda and her art got better. It was time to show her pictures to someone else. Wow. She visited the famous artist, Diego Rivera, who couldn't believe his eyes. He wasn't sure what he liked more, the pictures or her. Freda and Diego fell in love. They were so similar, yet so different. But through their ups and downs, Diego encouraged Freda in her paintings. Through her wonderful pictures, Freda spoke about how she was feeling. In some, she looked sad, but in others, she smiled. Eventually, Freda decided to show everyone her work. Her pictures caused a great stir in New York City. When the exhibition came to Mexico, Freda was so ill she had to be in bed. But it was clear that nothing could stop her from painting, not illness, pain, or heartache. Freda Kahlo taught the world to wave goodbye to bad things and say, "Viva la vida!" Live life. Here's some pictures of Freda. So Freda was born in Coyoacan, a small town outside of Mexico City. When she was 6, she contracted polio, leaving one leg skinnier than the other. As she grew older, she took part in tomboy activities like riding a bike, playing sports, and once wore male clothes and slick-back hair for a family photograph. In 1925, Freda was in a bus crash that left her with lots of painful injuries, including a broken collarbone, ribs, and pelvis. While recovering, instead of continuing her studies, she took up painting, mainly of herself, from her bed. Her husband, the famous Mexican artist Diego Rivera, was a great supporter of her artwork, and in 1938, her solo exhibition in New York City. However, Freda only became famous internationally after her death. Her paintings are instantly recognizable because of their bright colours and symbols of Mexican culture, and have been sold for millions of pounds around the world. Thanks to her strong personality, fighting spirit, and love of painting, Freda overcame the accident that marked her life. She is an inspiration to many women today. And here she is here too. Now here's a couple actual paintings that she did here. You can go and Google her name and you'll see lots of her paintings. And so this is a really famous one. As one of her most representative pieces, Two Fredas, her largest painting expresses her suffering. She painted it during her divorce from Diego Rivera. On the right of the painting is Freda, with whom Diego fell in love, and on the left is her as a recognized artist. And as we can see here, it represents and symbolizes something very interesting. As you can see, that something has happened to her here, which looks quite brutal, but it's not real. It's a symbolic element. I wonder what you guys think that might be. And here's a self-portrait of her that she did. A self-portrait is when you do a picture of yourself. Here we go. What an amazing painting that is. So guys, thank you for listening to Small People, Big Dreams this week. I hope you found them interesting. It's nice to have a bit of a change from fiction to look at some biographies. After half term, we're going to start another fiction book. Haven't 100% decided, but I know they're going to be exciting because the ones that we have lined up are really exciting. Okay, guys, have a really nice half term, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.